What up, guys? Mad Scientist 7890 here. This is going to be an in the lab video, but it's not going to be like 3 topics. It's just going to be one. One big topic everyone's really talking about right now. I'm not going to do like everybody else, you know, like bitch and moan and complain about Bound for Glory and everything that happened. Everybody knows what happened. You know, and when I first saw it, yeah, I was upset. Didn't get what the point of it was. Now that the Impact spoilers have come out, you know, everybody knows basically what happened now. I won't give anything away now, but once I get more into this video, I'll explain. This video is basically going to be from both sides. I'm going to do, is TNA stupid or is TNA genius? You know, I'm going to go with the stupid side first, and, you know, basically throw out here what I thought was stupid about this whole situation was, you know, you take all this time to build up Bobby Roode and you really put him forth as being that next main eventer guy with all the videos and, you know, all the stuff that you do, and then you have him fall flat at Bound for Glory, have him lose, and then, you know, have what happened on Impact. But it just, to me, I just don't see the point of putting all that effort into, you know, Bobby Roode. I know that the plans are to probably feud him with James Storm, but you know, it just didn't seem like it made any sense at the time. You know, here's what I really thought. You know, TNA Bound for Glory, the card was good. I thought the matches were good. But what I really didn't care for was the booking of the last 3 matches. You know, I enjoyed the AJ Daniels match. I thought that it was interesting because, you know, most times they just have that athletic contest. They don't have that blood feud type match. And this was different. They had that type of match. And, you know, the promo in the middle was kind of strange. You know, Daniels kind of overdoing it a little bit. But overall, I liked that match. You know, me personally, I still think that personally that was probably my favorite match on the show. I don't know, I just enjoyed it from a standpoint of expecting something totally different, but I didn't care for the way it ended. Like I said, the booking was bad, I thought, on that. And then Hogan in the next match turning face out of nowhere for no reason, just to get a pop out of the crowd, and I didn't care for that either. But the main event is really what really bothered me was, you know, Bobby Roode getting pinned, you know, by some shenanigan ending. You know, you don't end your biggest pay-per-view of the year like that. It's just the big problem I wanted to hit with this is TNA continues to do it. There's 2 big topics. TNA does it, has been doing it for a long time now, setting up angles at their pay-per-view just for their TV tapings, just for Impact. You know, you're gonna make more money if you set up your angles on your show and then have people buy pay-per-views. I don't want to buy pay-per-view and have an angle come to head and then click on Impact and that's where the match happens. You know what I mean? I just think that's kind of a random, pointless way of booking. I know Hogan and Bischoff are all about the ratings, but here's the problem. My number 2 problem is TNA is not live. Impact is not live. It's taped. So the big news coming out of Impact, this tape right now, which I'll give you 3 seconds here, 3 seconds to not watch this anymore if you don't want to hear the spoiler. 2, 1. Here's the spoiler for Impact. I usually don't do this, but this makes a lot of sense, and I want to throw this in here. Impact is James Storm won the title. James Storm won the title, beat Kurt Angle in the main event, real short with a super kick, and that was it. James Storm's your champion. You build up Roode like this, and then you swerve everybody on a show. You know, it's interesting to see why they would do that, but obviously to feud him and Roode, possibly one of them to turn heel, something that everyone really would want to see. But it just is, a lot of people are very upset and frustrated with this, and I like it, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? So this is the stupid part that I really thought on their problem was, you know, basically the trying to do angles on the pay-per-view to set up for their TV show. Their show not being live, and everybody knows about the big, you know, surprises and spoilers and stuff before the stuff happens. That just hurts the product, and the fact of swerving the fans like this so much, you know, is just, so many people are just like, when is it gonna be enough? You know, when are you gonna stop doing this? When are you gonna just give us a straight up wrestling show where everything just comes to head? You know, instead of continually swerving people and not giving anybody what they want. That's my big grief with this. You know, I don't care that Rude lost that much anymore. I don't care that Storm won. I think that's great. But what I'm gonna get to next is, I said this is TNA Stupid. My next part is TNA Genius. Now here's what I mean by this. Okay, they do all this, they do all that. You know, as much as Eric Bischoff bitches and complains and says he hates internet marks and all that kind of stuff, TNA Impact Wrestling right now 100% thrives off of internet reactions. They thrive 100% off of internet reactions. They do stuff like this at Bound for Glory, gets people pissed off. They do what they did at Impact, gets people pissed off and just confused. And this is what happens. People like me and other people on the internet do videos about TNA. The more they do stuff that everyone hates, the more the words TNA, Impact Wrestling are in our mouths, the more that we talk about them. Now, it sounds a bit ironic that I'm doing this video like this because of me just saying that. But it's genius in the aspect of saying that, you know, when they do stuff like this, people are continually talking about them. Do you know how many people made rant videos and about Rude losing, and then instantly made spoiler videos about James Storm winning, and then, you know, Gail Kim returning? If you didn't know that, Gail Kim returns. But it's just interesting because as much as people hate it, everybody wants to talk about it. And it's genius in that aspect because they're always doing something to where people want to, you know, talk about them and be mad. Haters are gonna hate. You know, if you're being hated, you're doing something right. That's, in some cases, it's true, some cases it isn't. But here it is. The more and more we talk about TNA and the things that they do wrong and things that we hate, the more and more notoriety gain. The more and more people talk about them. The more and more people tune in to see how much more they're going to mess up, or what, you know, surprises they're going to do, or how much, you know, how much they're going to swerve us. You know, it's like that, and honestly, that's pretty much why I'm tuning in. You know, I'm one of those people. It's genius in that aspect because after Bound for Glory, I was like, man, I might just take some time off from Impact. Just, you know, just take a break from it. Be frustrated. But now this whole thing they're doing with Storm winning and Gail Kim coming back and some different things like that, I have to, you know, I have to watch. I have to see what's going to happen here. You know, it's something that TNA's doing right in the aspect of trying to draw in viewers. But like I said, I don't want to, you know, watch your televised product and then pay for a pay-per-view, you know, and not get anything that I want. You know, yes, you know, TNA provided good to solid, you know, decent matches on that show. Probably their second best show this year, other than maybe Destination X. But like I said, the last 3 matches were booked just like horrible to me. To me, I want to rent a TNA pay-per-view and just be like, okay, you know what? It's gonna come to head. There's not gonna be any shenanigans in this main event. It's not gonna be this. It's not gonna be that. I want it to end the way it should. You know, when I did Sunset Flip Radio and we did the Bound for Glory special, the last thing I talked about was the Rude and Storm match. The way I wanted that match to end was Rude to get a clean win, Angle to shake his hand, lift his hand up, everyone celebrate, Fortune come out, yay, good moment, everyone's happy. They didn't do that. They pissed everybody off, got people talking more than they did the Impact tapings. Okay, well, you know, if this was live, if Impact was live, and this happened with James Storm, it would be so much more effective. But everyone has the spoilers, and everybody does this, everybody does that. I don't know. It's interesting. You know, give me guys' opinion. Like I said, this is the, you know, is TNA stupid or is TNA genius? You know, it's a double-edged sword. Depends on what kind of fan you are. You know, I'm a fan of Rude. I'm a fan of Storm. I like both guys, you know. I like Rude a little bit more, but I think that Storm, it's interesting because I liked him and I thought he was a guy that I, you know, would be interested in seeing as being a champion as well. It's almost like, and I know some people are going to hate this, as soon as I thought about this, it's like the Davey Richards, Eddie Edwards kind of thing with Ring of Honor. Eddie won the title before Davey did, and everyone was like, Eddie won the title? Really? you know, nobody expected that at all. It's almost like they kind of took it from Ring of Honor. I don't want to say that. I don't want to offend anybody, but it does kind of feel like that, and it almost does feel like just a complete swerve. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to throw this out here. I didn't want to do a rant or anything like that because I'm interested. You know, I'm interested. I'm you know, is it genius or is it stupid? You know, in different aspects, it's a little bit of both. So, like I said, leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm interested in what you guys think as well. So, like I said, thanks, guys, and peace.